My name is Michael Eric Dean. I am the president of Metropulse Incorporated and LedZeppelinTickets.com. And I am the face of the man who bought 80,000 tickets to a concert that never happened 26 years ago. I'm here to talk to you today about the fact that these tickets that were purchased as a bet, as a wager, as a long shot, are now the hottest tickets in the world. Many people ask me about why I bought 80,000 tickets to a concert that never happened, especially in an era when there was no internet. And frankly, there's two reasons. The first reason is because I read an article in the Harvard Business Review that talked about supply and demand. And the article stated clearly that if you could control the supply, you could create the demand. The other reason was that I was a ticket broker back in the day. And when the shows came through Chicago Stadium, Zeppelin always was the hottest concert. In 1973, 1975, and 1977, which were the years of their mega tours, there was no concert hotter. When they were coming back in 1980, after Robert Plant's son had died and they had canceled 2 shows in August of 1977, Chicago was pumped to see Zeppelin again. Our horror was magnified by the fact that on the day the tickets were to be sold mail order, John Bonham died, meaning that the 4 nights scheduled at Chicago Stadium for November 10th, 12th, 13th, and 15th were canceled because of this untimely death. That was the beginning of the saga of these tickets. On the day Bonham's death was announced, I called the Chicago Stadium box office, of which I had a contact, and explained to them that they weren't going to be processing the 3.5 mail trucks of mail that were sitting outside gate 3.5 because, guess what? The drummer died. Of course, Zeppelin decided in December to cancel. But in the meantime, I had made an overture to find out just exactly what the origin of the tickets were, who owned them, and what could possibly be done to purchase them. This odyssey took 6 years to consummate. But finally, on December 23rd, 1986, I cut a check to Chicago Stadium Corporation, took complete possession of the entire ticket inventory and the rights to the newspaper ad. Astoundingly, here we are 26 years later, and Led Zeppelin has already been at the White House. They've already released a concert DVD CD of probably the heaviest comeback reunion in history of rock and roll. And these tickets that have been sitting around for 26 years, all of a sudden are the last link to the greatest rock and roll band ever. A lot of people always wanted to know why I bought these tickets, and now this is the reason. We never knew that they were going to come back 26 years later, but the bottom line is they did, and it's with a vengeance. These tickets, I don't have many of left. I started with a bunch, there's no question, but I don't have that many left. We moved a lot of them in 1994 when Page & Plant did their first tour of the States for no quarter. We did a limited edition box set in 1990, and over the course of the years, they've dwindled. So I felt it was important, because I'm a cancer survivor, to let everyone know just exactly what the background is and the face behind these tickets. And although Led Zeppelin has a Guinness World Record for the most demand for a one-time musical event in the history of live music, I also have a Guinness World Record for buying the most tickets to a concert that never happened. Hopefully shortly, you will help me achieve the Guinness World Record for selling the most tickets to the concert that never happened. And as Zeppelin said so famously on Led Zeppelin II, thank you.